c'est toi le vrai cerveau derrière l'explosion du phénomène Tinder.
On a 1 million d'utilisateurs.
Alright guys, hello everybody, welcome back to another stream on my YouTube channel. I don't know when the last stream was. I think that's about, let's see, yeah, that's about 5 months ago actually. Actually the last stream I can remember is the stream from Basel to Olbia. Now we are flying from Mallorca to Basel. It's a very basic route that I was flying a lot on this channel actually. I don't think too often, but definitely quite a lot. But today it's a bit special because normally of course you would fly this route with the A320neo, with the fly-by-wire, with EasyJet in FF 2020 or 2024 or something like that. That's not the case. We're going to fly this route really basic actually with the FlightFactor A320, with the A320 Ultimate for X-Plane 11, not for X-Plane 12. I'm not the biggest fan of X-Plane 12, to be honest. I haven't made the best experiences with this simulator, so I'm still flying X-Plane 11 very often actually, and it's a lot of fun to fly in this simulator. And yeah, as you can see, we're sitting in a completely pitch black, cold and dark cockpit of the beautiful A320. And I'm being honest with you guys, I don't know if the volume is okay like it is also. And I'm being honest with you guys, this plane is absolutely amazing. I mean, I bought this plane yesterday. There's currently like a special offer for this airplane. You get this for like 39 euros or something, what is quite good. I was waiting for another offer like this because yeah, normally the plane would cost like between I think like between 70 and 80 euros, what is completely insane. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that the plane is not worth its price. Of course, it's a very good payway aircraft. It's like the must-have payway aircraft for X-Plane 11 and also X-Plane 12. But yeah, it's not too special. You know, it's special for the time that it's special for the time that it came out. Definitely for like, I don't know when the plane came out, like 2019 or something like that. For this time it's definitely something really special. But of course, if you are flying planes like the Phoenix A320-19 and A321, all those planes quite often in MSFS 2020 and MSFS 2024, this plane isn't so especially more, it's not that much of a big deal, you know. But still, if you want to get the X-Plane vibe going, of course you can buy this plane, and then it's very fun to fly this one. So I've already set up fuel and everything. We have cargo 4.4 packs, just the maximum. Why is RPC making so many annoying noises? Super annoying. Yeah, so I've already set up everything. Like, I don't know how many packs in the A3 they are able to go into the A320, but what I know is that I think EasyJet does not have a business class or a premium economy class or anything else. So here in this case we have a business class. Yeah, what's of course not the case in real life. So we don't have actually that much seats. We only have like 136 seats in this airplane. So we can't set up the things that SimBrief is telling us. That's also something that I've already noticed. So if you go to supply, we can see that we have the ground pro connected, and air starter unit is not connected. Jocks are connected to the to the airplane. As I already said, cargo packs, everything is done basically already. The only thing that I don't know how to set up is the takeoff speeds. That's the only thing that I don't know how to set up. That's always a bit of a mystery in most payway aircrafts, how to set up the takeoff speeds. And we can see the zero fuel CG, we can see the CG itself, we can see the trim position. We can that are all things that we can set up into the FNC, and that's good. But if it comes to the takeoff speeds, I have absolutely no idea where I can find them and where I can set them up. No idea, guys. We just have to guess or do it via a different way. Yeah, a bit complex in my opinion, a bit unnecessarily complex, because if you already have such a complex and realistic looking performance data page, why can't you also make it possible that you can set up the speed somehow, you know? But yeah, whatever. We have a beautiful checklist here with all the different things. What pedestal? I don't know what it is. And we can actually change the different pages. We have here we have the couple preparation flows. We have the FMGC. Yeah, probably just a, I don't know what it exactly is. Here we have the before start checklist, pushback and engine start checklist, after start, taxi, before takeoff. So something like a lineup checklist. So yeah, very nice features. We even have a browser, and that's something really cool. We have a browser like Edge or Firefox or anything, and we can actually look at screenshots here and videos. And to be honest, guys, I don't want to know how complex it must have been to create our own browser in an EFP of an airplane that you are flying in a simulator. I think that's something really complex to do, and that's a very nice feature that I'm personally not using, but still it's very nice that it's there. You have some settings here, something extremely important that I can tell to the not that much people watching the stream. If you are setting up your throttle and you have problems with setting up the thrust master TCA Airbus throttle, always set up the axis input on axis curve support, because if you don't do that, you can't get... What the hell? Why is it not working? Wait a second. Okay, that's weird. This one is working, but the other one is not working. Yeah, we're going to figure it out. So it's really important to... It's very important to set this up, because as I already said, if you don't, you're going to get the problem that it's not reacting and stuff like that, so you don't want that. And then also your reverse thrust is not working, and that's all stuff that you don't want. So very important to set this up and then go into the settings, in this case here to joysticks, then thrust must have, the TCA throttle, and normally it should work, but nothing is really happening, and they're standing none. That's of course, yeah. That's going to be throttle 2, and this is going to be throttle 1. Alright, really important. Then you go to finish, and as I already said, make sure to have the setting here, and then you are going to have all the different modes. Oh my days, how is this possible, guys? I set this up yesterday, and now it's already gone again. Hell nah. Alright. Yeah, everything is kind of fucked here now. Perfect. Let's go to, because normally you set up here the reverse. You can set up the reverse here, and if I go, man, it's... Oh, okay, now it's working again. Perfect. Yeah. I just thought that everything is completely broken again. Perfect. Yeah, and you can see now we have a beautiful reverse here, and actually I was flying an X-plane for years without a reverse. Somehow that's possible, but it's definitely annoying. So, yeah. In this case, I would say, let's make sure that we have the colon dark state. We have the colon dark state, that's good. Let's go to services, and yeah, you can see the beautiful green light here at the external power. In this case, I would say let's start this Airbus. Let's start with the batteries. And something that I heard from some real pilots is that the flight factor is actually like coming pretty close to the Phoenix if it comes to the study level study level, yeah, I don't know how to exactly say it, study level state of this airplane, so I think it's a really realistic add-on, to be honest. I mean, I'm not a real pilot, but that's just what I hear. So batteries are on, extra power. I don't have the BSS sound pack installed yet. I'm going to buy it the next days. Oh, and then in this case, let's just do like a little bit of a flow or something. I don't know. I will just try to do it exactly like in the Boeing, just doing a little flow here. In this case, let's just put the IRS on. What else do we have here? Ground control, crew supply. The CVR test. We're going to hear the little beeping noise. Perfect. Let's see. Can we do like the APU fire test and engine fire test? Yeah, we can't hear anything, but still, there's a light coming, so that's nice. Fuel pumps, we can turn the fuel pumps on because we have fuel loaded to the airplane. Yeah. Strobe lights to auto, nothing logo lights. We're going to put this on because yeah, we also want the logo lights. This is fine. Yeah, alright. Of course, the emergency exit lights. No smoking. The seatbelts to on, please. Oh, let's actually do them to auto. Alright. I don't know what this is. No idea. Actually, I'm not that familiar. And sometimes I'm really realizing that I'm not that familiar with the Airbus cockpit, like especially with the overhead panel. I mean, there are things that I know and there are things that I don't know, but with most of the things I'm not that familiar with, to be honest. Let's put this little light on here. Cargo heat. Let's put this to the on position. We can just let this at cold. I don't know what that is exactly, so it doesn't really matter to me now. And yeah, this is basically the normal cockpit view of the FlightFactor. Something that I've noticed is that this thing on the left here, I don't know how to exactly pronounce it in English. It's very big, you know. It's kind of fat, and I wouldn't say that I wouldn't really say that it's actually annoying in the view if you kind of like look to the left, but it's definitely a really big thing. I mean, the cockpit looks basically the same like the Phoenix. There's not that much difference, but yeah, it's just looking a little more explainish, you know. That's nice. Let's go to Windy, whatever this is here. Let's go to Windy and search for Lima Echo Papa Alpha. That's Mallorca, and we have a little bit of wind shown here on Windy, but if we go to the meta, we can see only wind variable with 2 knots, so basically almost nothing. Visibility is more than 10 kilometers. Clouds view 2200, scattered 4800 temperatures, only 8. Dew point is 7 degrees, and QNH is 1015. Let's start with the QNH. 1015. Both sides here, also here in this instrument. 1015. Alright. Good. The flight level is going to be 360 for the beginning, and then depending on how well everything goes and how good the climb is, etc., we're going to go on flight level 380, and for now 360. In this case, do we still have something here? No. It's fine. Yeah. Let's go to the init page here. And now Lima Echo Papa Alpha to, in this case, Lima Foxtrot Sierra Bravo. Return. IRS init. Align. IRS now. 360 is already set. Cost index is going to be the sim brief 56. Actually, I'm probably so fast with going on SimBrief that OBS can't even scan it, but it doesn't really matter. Our flight number is uniform 21, and then what was it again? Okay, that was going to be fast. Our flight number was 21004. Next page. Now we have the zero fuel rate and zero fuel rate CG. For this we're going to go into the EFB again. Performance page here. And performance data, here we have zero fuel rate CG. Yeah, I mean the zero fuel rate itself is 571. 57.1, and the zero fuel rate CG is going to be 23.7. Alright, fuel as I already said is 7.9. Let me see if that's correct. What do we have here? 7.9, perfect. Yeah, nice. So in this case, because it's kind of cold outside, it's already turned on the APU. That's very important now. Flight plan, departure runways, 24 right. I have the up-to-date updated nav data, which is very important because when I flew this airplane for the first time yesterday was still the normal X-plane 11 nav data, and of course this one is outdated. And there was 5 alpha now. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, okay. And there was... What did it say? There was 5 alpha. Oh, actually, I think it's still the outdated one, even if I updated it with the FMS data manager. It doesn't really matter now. We're just going to take the... There was 2 alpha now. Not that big of a deal now. Yeah, let's just make the best out of it. Meros in this, then we're going to go to Lapid. That's the next one. Let's see if that one is actually there. Yes, it is. Then this one. Octet. The fuck? Oh my days, I did not realize that the gameplay is so extremely loud, guys. I'm sorry about that. Now it should be better. I mean, you almost couldn't hear me, holy shit. Now it should be better. I don't know if I can set up anything. Ah, wait a second. This here is the... Yeah, and I can actually put this one down. Yes, I can put this one down. That's good. And now I should be able to hear me a little better because I can, as I already said, make it a bit more silent. Now I can make the volume up here again a little bit. Yeah, that should be fine. Now it should be much better. Yes, I can put this one down. That's good. as I can, as I already said. Okay, it's just gonna continue now because actually nothing is working here at the moment. You can see the FNC, but actually I'm still doing something else. Doesn't really make sense what's happening here right now. The stream is just completely frozen. Nothing is happening anymore. I don't know what's the problem here. I didn't change anything. It's just completely frozen. It's pissing me off right now because streaming once was like 3 clicks and that was it, and now nothing is working anymore. It's really annoying. I don't know what went wrong in those 3 months. I mean, really nothing is changing anymore. Like, you can see FNC, but normally I'm still in a different view already. I'm already in a different view. Yeah. Aye. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry about that. I just can't continue the stream like this. I need to start a stream completely new again. It doesn't really make sense now. Okay, now let's see if it works. Oh my days, it works. Holy shit. Oh my. Yeah. Okay, now let's see if it works. Okay, now it works. Perfect. Next waypoint was Moblo. Sorry about the chaotic beginning of all this. Okay, let's go to Basel now, arrival, and then ILS 15 Zulu, and then we have the Lume 8 kilo arrival, Novia, return, insert. Alright, there we are. Let's check the flight plan now, zoom out a little bit here. And that's actually looking exactly like in the feelings. I'm really getting flashbacks of MSFS 2020, to be honest. Yeah, that's looking really nice. Let's connect this flight plan, this continuity with the rest of the flight plan. In this case, we are done with the flight plan. Okay, do we have anything connected still? Okay, we have the APU still connected. Let's go to services, supply, APU comes away, and jocks. APU is already running. We also have the APU bleed running. Beacon light comes on. In this case, I would say let's start the pushback and see that we can get away from here. Nice. Yeah, I mean the sound thing in XP11 and all the different simulators, it was always a bit of a special. It was always a bit of a special thing because I never really figured out how to reduce the volume of the game itself, but now I finally figured it out. Perfect. Get away from here. And see that we can get away from here. Okay, now the sound is basically perfect.
certain. We are connecting right now. Pushback. Then we'll be ready to lift you up. Please confirm parking brake is set.
Let's go to the performance page now. We have the flight plan performance in page. We have the in page performance page now. I can't just click here to get the V speeds. That's not possible. That's not possible. So I need to, yeah, kind of guess or something. I don't have a calculator for this. I can't calculate it or anything. So yeah, no idea how to do this. Here I can't see any V speed, so yeah, no idea how that should work. In this case, let's do something like 148 for V1, 143, 153 for V rotate, and 156 for V2. Flaps is going to be 1 up. What was it? 1.1, I think, if we take a look here. Yes, exactly. 1.1, like this. Flex temperature, yeah, I also can't really find it anywhere. So, no idea. Let's just take like 52. Good. Alright. In this case, let's turn one pack off and start the engines. Engine 1. I don't know, it's like this plane really gives me vibes from a simulator beyond X-Plane 11. It's like it doesn't really feel like X-Plane 11, it feels like something completely different. It's very interesting. This plane really gives me vibes from a... That was me in the stream. Alright. Parking brake is set. Engine number 1 is started. Engine number 2. Okay, now we are on Volanta. Let's also set this flight on Volanta. Lima Foxtrot Sierra Bravo. We were Alpine 82 Echo Victor. That's uniform 21004. Yes, exactly. Simply please. That's it. Alright. Engine number 2 is also started. In this case, let's do a bit of a after start flow. In this case, I would, yeah, just put the switch on normal again. Arm the ground spoilers. Yeah, thank you. Flaps to 1. Automatic to maximum. Turn the flights on. Taxi lights. And let's turn off the APU again. Packs on again. Alright. Let's wait for the hand signal and then we can start taxiing runway 24 right. In this case here to the left. On Tango 1 and then more to the left and to the right again. Thank you. Good. FPS are, by the way, extremely good in this airplane. I've not experienced any FPS drops so far. And I can tell you the planes with the plane with the biggest FPS drops were probably the A300, the Beluga, the normal A300, and also, to be honest, the Cibo mod. Those planes gave me a lot of FPS drops. But planes like the Level Up 737, 800, and especially this plane and also the toolless airplanes have never ever gave me any FPS issues, and that's so nice. That's why I love flying those planes, especially planes like the toolless. Those planes are they're so simple. They like planes. No, seriously, the planes like the toolless A319 or the toolless A321, they never gave me any problems. Never, never, ever. Those planes were always, and I'm saying really always, a pleasure to fly. Always. That's why I love those planes so much, because they're so extremely simple. Let's go to the army top. Very quick, and for the okay, we actually can't get this smaller here. For the departure, we're going to next departure. Oh hell no! Okay, what kind of departure did we have? There was 5 Alpha, I think it was. Here, exactly this one. There you see it. So, can I do like... Oh, that's fucking perfect. Slow down, please. So for the departure, we are going to take the mirrors 5 Alpha or 2 Alpha, whatever, I don't really care. In the FNC was the mirrors 2 Alpha, it's just all the same, doesn't really matter to me right now. Heading 237 first of all, then at this point here at 7 miles away from the Juliet Oscar Alpha VUR, we are going to turn left heading 208, and then we're going to follow this radial here on heading 135 to Pitux, then to Xural 5000. You need to be over 5000, and then yeah, just simply follow the departure route. I flow this departure route, no joke, hundreds of times in this simulator. Let's say 200 of times. So yeah, not a big deal. It's just a very basic departure out of Mallorca. In this case, of course, without any traffic, because we're not flying on Irao or Metsim or whatever. I didn't do this in like years, so doesn't matter. No, actually, the last time I was flying on Vatsem was like a few months ago. I think it was like in the end of summer, I think. Yes, I think it was like in the end of summer. This, not this year, holy shit, I mean last year. We have the 1st of January now. Like 3 months ago I flew on Vatsem again. It was very, very fun. And I swear to God, there are some things that you don't... I mean, there are things that you are not able to learn ever, and there are things that you learn one time and you can always do them. And if you consider communication on Vatsem and this overall communication with like ATC, that's something that I will probably always be able to do in the simulator, because it's just so frozen in my brain, you know. Good, there we are, moment 2 for white. Let's turn the landing lights on, strobe lights, and also here this light and a takeoff position. We have everything. I'm not gonna beat any checklist now because, yeah, not necessary now. Cabin, yeah, takeoff config is normal. Let's check the cabin here. Forward and after, and that's checked. So no, yeah, actually the cabin is already at, but
approaching 2-4 right.
that's checked. But I don't care. Let's just make the takeoff now and show this beautiful sound from those. What is it? CFM? Yes, CFM. All right.
Runway 2-4 right.
There we are. Chrono, please. Let's come to a stop here now. Squawk 1000 now. Transponder comes on, and then I would say we are ready for departure. Let's do it. And we have man flex 52 SRS from the out of us blue. Checked. Here's some nice CFM sounds. Nice head shake. Everything that it needs. V1, rotate. Positive climb key is coming up. It's a bit too bright now. Actually it's fine. No, it's too bright. The climb rate of this plane is definitely after takeoff higher than like a Phoenix A320. That's something that I definitely noticed. Okay. What? Okay, it's fine. Everything is cool. Like the FlightFactor is just, that's something that I need to say. The FlightFactor is reacting a little emotional if it comes to changes in the flaps, in the flap settings. First climb now. Especially in landing, the nose is coming really, yeah, my English is just completely dying now. The angle of attack is really changing a lot if you put up the flaps, and if you, holy shit, if you, you know, put down the flaps and everything, the angle of attack really changes, especially on approach. And that's something that's of course also happening with the Phoenix A320, but not that much. In this case with the FlightFactor it's a bit more emotional, or yeah, dynamic, whatever you wanna call it. That's something that's of course also happening with the Phoenix A320, but changes in okay, sound is good. Oh, that looks nice. Actually, it's completely dumb flying with X-Enviro now because we can't see anything anyway. So yeah, but I'm still gonna do it because X-Enviro is just a must-use sometimes. I mean, my my PC is standing on the right now. It's my PC is so loud. My PC is literally screaming for air and for cooling down. Look at my GPU usage, it's like at fucking 79%, but still my FPS are really good. My FPS are actually really good at the moment. For good reasons. Alright. Let's fly direct now because I don't want to fly this bullshit here. Fly direct to Xural. Directly to Xural, so we don't have to fly the stuff there. Yes, only space. X-Enviro is a must, definitely. Okay, we have 10,000. Let's put the one-way turn flights off. Actually, the one-way turn flights, you can always put the one-way turn flights off if the gear is in the up position, because yeah, one-way turn flights is mounted to the gear, and of course the nose slides and takeoff lights, here, that stuff is also mounted to the gear. Why don't you use X-Enviro? Ich nutze doch X-Enviro. Ich nutze es doch. I'm using X-Enviro right now. This what you see here is the version 1.18 or 1.7 of X-Enviro. Alright? Here you can see my X-Enviro settings. If you want to make a screenshot, do it. Something that I like particularly is the fact that the switches here, they also have some light in the background. Like behind those switches there's a little bit of light, you know, you can see that. That's an amazing detail. I love this detail so much, guys. It's so nice. Okay, let's put those lights on again, because otherwise it's just getting too dark in here. Okay. Progress page. Optimum flight level would be 370 and maximum would be 380 now. So we are at 360 in the next 10 to 15 minutes, and I would say that's absolutely fine. MC menu. Can we actually AOC menu? No, that's not working. Underrated flight sim streamer right here. Thank you so much. That's very nice to hear. Yeah, you know, it's like I'm not streaming that much. My streams are not the have not the highest quality, especially in the stream today. What the hell is this plane doing now? It's overshooting the waypoint here. Especially now in this stream where we need to do a lot of troubleshooting in the first place. I mean, I did like 1 hour of fucking troubleshooting before I could even start to do it. Now everything is perfect, so no need to worry. The only thing that I still need to fix is the switching between the screens, between the different. Now I'm streaming X-Plane, and now if I go to the browser here, you can see windy, and that takes a lot of time to get processed. So yeah, that's something that I still need to fix. Let's check the weather in Basel, guys. Let's check the weather in Basel. In Basel we have a little bit of wind, but not that much. It's still completely fine. We have wind. Okay, here it's saying wind very 2 knots. That's absolutely nothing. But here we have a little bit of wind. You know, if we zoom in, there is definitely something. Not that much. Then we have visibility 10 kilometers or more, which is nice. Clouds view 3,500. I mean, temperature is -2, so it's really cold. We're going to need anti-ice. I would say a bit of wing anti-ice and engine anti-ice is very important. And then you get more viewers. Well, yes, I mean, if I stream more often, I will definitely get more viewers, but the thing is that I don't really have the motivation to stream that much. you know, it's just I'm just not doing it that often. I mean, I have four viewers right now. I don't know. It's me, you, and two others. I have no idea who the two others are and if they are able to write anything in this chat. But still, it's nice to have them here. Yeah, we were looking at the weather part. We have temperature of -2, so we're definitely going to need some anti-ice, especially if you're going to through some clouds. That's really important to have wing and also a bit of engine anti-ice in this case. Dew point is -6, unit is going to be 1010. Alright, no significant change. Good. Here actually above the Schwarzwald we have some more winds. We have like 30 knots and 40 knots, which is actually a bit more. Yep. But now, because we have such a nice plug-in here, let's put the lighting up a little bit here. I think you can't set the Avita plugin here. I mean, there's a mod. I actually saw, what is this? Holy shit! I actually saw a mod that you can download from explain.org, and then you have basically a better version of this EFB of the FlightFactor, and then you can also activate the Avitab in here. But now to get access to the Avitab we have to go to plugins and then Avitab, toggle tablet, and now we are still on the departure. We just overflew the, what is this? It's like a NDB or something, or I don't know what exactly. It's like something like an NDB or something. No idea. We are heading 058. That's the case. We are flying to this VUR. We are flying to the Mallorca VUR now with the frequency 112.6, and then we continue heading 009, and then to the point Meros. And at this point we need to be over flight level 145. I mean, we are already at 220, so that's absolutely fine. Let's go to the cross here and let's search for Basel. And let's look at the oh, come on, man. Let's look at the arrival we are going to fly into Basel. Okay. So. Oh, that's nice. Recorded messages, artists, blah blah. Oh, that's cool. Can we actually scroll down here? Is that actually possible? No, it's not. Alright. Let's go to LFSB and then to those 3 things here, and now, first of all, airport. Airport briefing. I don't really know what that is. It's just... Yes. And then you get more viewers. Yeah. There's nothing new in the chat.
You have 3 more. Make a TikTok account where it's
Yeah, I can't see what you I can't see it. It's not showing up. I'm sorry about that. Airports. Here, airport info. That's really important. We're going to land on runway 15 with the heading 152. Elevation of the runway at this point is 864. And elevation at... Oh my days, what the hell is happening here? And the elevation at this point here is 882. So overall the airplane is going to have an elevation for landing of about... I think it was standing somewhere, but I can't really see where it was. Okay, what did somebody say? Yeah, I can't quite see it. Alright. Yeah, as I already said, the elevation was somewhere. If you go to condition, okay, we have a good cabin temperatures. Let's go to, where was it, bleed? No. Here, pressurization, I think. No, also not. Yeah, I mean, it must have been somewhere where you can actually see the, here, landing elevation auto 864 feet. That's the elevation of runway 15, as you can see here. And that's a really important thing, actually. That's a really important thing. Because and that's something so amazing about Airbus. The Airbus is doing this completely by its own and completely automatically. Landing elevation is completely set up automatically. If you set up the runway that you land on, it's going to, I don't know, it's somehow calculating the elevation of this runway. Yes. In the 737 you have to go into the overhead panel and you have to set up somewhere over here you have to set up the field elevation in the pressurization panel. Okay. And something that I absolutely love is that it takes some time for those pages to load. I mean, you really have to wait a bit until those pages are being loaded, and that's just, oh man, I just love it. It's so nice. And here basically, if you don't really click on anything particularly, you have everything, you have a good overview and everything. We have your cruise, and then we have the engine, the fuel being used, and yes, the fuel being used per, no idea. Oil, I think it's like the temperature or something. No, it's not the temperature. It's like something, no idea. Vibration. Here we have 1.2 something and 1.3, so there's a bit of a difference, which is also very realistic. Let's actually put those things off now. We don't need the zero signs anymore. Nice. Yes. Good. Okay, actually, would have been here. It actually would have been here. Alright. Then, what else do we have? We have, as already said, vibration, and then we have here air, landing elevation auto 864 feet. Alpha pressure is 7.1 psi. Okay, so that's simply the differential pressure between outside and inside at the moment. If the alpha pressure is going down, the cabin altitude is rising, because then the alpha pressure and simply the difference between the pressure outside and inside the airplane is almost zero. So then the alpha pressure is also zero in this case. Yeah, I'm just talking shit now. No, you know what I mean. That's a really important number. But the most important number is still cabin rate in vertical speed, of course, feet per minute, and of course the cabin altitude. That's something particularly important. Alright. Cabin altitude is now about 6,000 feet. So the passengers are going to have a little bit of pressure on their ears now, because cabin altitude is rising a little bit now. Cockpit temperature is 24 degrees. Forward cabin and after cabin is also 24 degrees, which is completely fine and normal. Total air temperature -18. Which is quite normal, I think. At the moment. Like, I don't know what's the difference between all those different temperatures. There's so many of them. There's like total air temperature, this temperature here, and this temperature. I have no idea what the difference is. I think this is total air temperature, right? Yes, I think so. Okay. Gross weight 634. Crosswind? Ich hab nicht Crosswind gesagt, ich hab Grossweight gesagt, du Idiot. Crossweight. Oder wie ist es eigentlich vom Sound her? Also ich bin nicht so leise und das Gameplay ist nicht so laut, ne? Okay guys, I'm back into the cockpit. We're going to arrive into the next 30 minutes. Let me see what the exact time is. If you take a look on Volanta, we have like 24 minutes. Of course we need to... oh, here we even see time since departure is 54 minutes. Let's see if that's true. We have on the chrono, we have like, yeah, 56 minutes, so that's kind of realistic. Until landing we have about, as I already said, 30 minutes. On Volanta there's standing 24 minutes, but yeah, that's going to rise. The more we, yeah, the closer we come to the airport, the more it rises. We have some really nice pictures from other players, of course, on Volanta, which is always nice to see. Amazing. Good. So, we are flying over the Alps now. If we turn on the terrain, we can also see that, kind of. I mean, below us, there's like, let's turn on daytime for a bit, and there you can see really beautiful the Alps covered with snow. I mean, I'm being honest with you guys, if it comes to wing flex, this plane is, yeah, I would say okay, it's not perfect, but, you know, it's just doing its job, I would say. It's just doing its job. What the hell is going on? Yeah. GPS primary lost. Okay. I mean, this plane is really just doing its job. But some things are just weird. Yeah. Alright. Let's slide direct to like one of those points and see if it's going to change anything about the GPS primary lost thing. But I don't think so, to be honest. Oh, okay, wait a second. Heading, first of all, alright. Let's fly directly to Obima now. And see what happens. Okay, something does not seem to work quite perfectly. Let's fly directly to Sosa and see what happens. Yeah, okay, that actually works. Now we have no GPS probably lost anymore. That's fine. We're going to delete points like Lumen and Kono because these points are just unnecessary. Just like this. And also Kono, of course. What the hell is going on? Okay. Oh, come on, man. Now that should work. Good. Yeah, the FMC says that we're going to reach Basel at about 5 minutes after midnight. Which is quite realistic. Because we still have to kill some time until descent. Not much, but something. Okay, let's see what's going on here with the flight plan. Here, of course, yeah, we have Altic and then nothing anymore, so a flight plan discontinuity again. That point here, Romeo 272 Yankee, you can delete this one. Just unnecessary. Let's delete this flight plan discontinuity, and then it looks really clean and also realistic, because in real life the planes are basically flying like this over my house, and that's nice. The only thing that's a bit weird is that, I mean, you can't see any strobe lights, so you can see a little bit of the nav light here, the white one, but you can't see any, like, I mean, it's kind of realistic, but still it's a bit weird that you actually can't see anything from wing or any, like, there's basically nothing, you know. I mean, it's okay, but planes like the level up or the zero mod do this a little better, that the rest of the plane is just not completely pitch black, you know. But to be honest, it's also realistic. I flew last year in August. On August, I flew from Thessaloniki to Nuremberg, and on that flight it was so extremely dark that you you couldn't see anything, you know. Alright guys, there we are at the top of descent. It's set into 4000 now. Throttle idle, open descent. Alt blue and checked. Fasten seatbelt sensor on already. Let's enter the destination data. Let's go to the next phase and type in the destination data. For this, we're going to try to do it via the AVI tab somehow, because I don't want to always switch between the two desktops. Let's go here to this one, and is there any way we can do that? Maps, no. Oh, that's actually so nice. Is it stealing any FPS? It looks so amazing. Oh my god, we actually flying directly over Montreux, holy shit. Holy shit, we're directly flying over Montreux, so nice. Okay, let's type in Lima Foxtrot Sierra Bravo next. Is there any way we can look at the weather or something? Oh yes, we can actually do that. And we have QNH 1011, no significant change. We have temperature -1, but okay, let's actually check that and see if we can confirm that. Okay, we have QNH 1010, 130 knots. Oh my god, 130 knots. We have 130 degrees with 4 knots, varying from 100 to 170. Visibility is 6 meters or more. Clouds, view 3500. Temperature is -3. Okay. Temperature is -3. -3. We say QNH is 1010. Wind was, what was it, 130 with 4 knots. 4 knots. And transitional altitude is actually, I think it was a Bible Lume. Let's check if you can see that here somewhere. If not, yeah, I'm not quite sure now. Let's go to approach and then Zulu or localizer Zulu runway 15. Second. Okay. The approach speed is going to be something like, let's say 140. Let's say 140 is fine in this case. 4152 is the one we're heading. Here at this point we need to be at 4000 at 9.5 miles away from the Mike Hotel. Or yeah, let's say in this case 8.4 miles away from the BLM VUR, from the Basel VUR. We need to be on the glide slope already. Okay. So in this case, this transition here, transition altitude is 7,000 actually. It's not 6,000, it's 7,000. That's what I expected. Alright. In case of go around. In the case of a go around, something that already happened to me today when I was flying with the level up 737. Yeah, in the case of a go around, climb my mid-track first of all to maximum 4,000. So first of all, my mid-track 4,000 straight ahead. Until 3.5 miles away from the BLM VUR, 3.5 miles. In this case here, okay. Then turn right to 275. 275 here. And come to 5,500. That's going to be somewhere over here. Unless otherwise directed intercept and follow radial 230 BLM. That's going to be this radial, this is the VR, this is the radial, following this radial to 30 miles away for the BLM, and then we're going to join this 15 DME bullshit onto Altic, okay? Nice. In this case, let's go to one of the waypoints. Altic fix info Bravo Lima Mike 3.5. Oh my days, we can only do like 3. Oh, that was actually... Is that working? Wait a second, let's go into the flight plan. Zoom in a little bit. Yes, it's working. Perfect. Okay. Throttle and idle all the time. That's absolutely great. By the way, we're going to name it automatic low and full reverse. Good. Yes, we discussed the go on procedure. That's fine. So you are 3 miles, 70 got the radial 230. Yes. Perfect. Okay, now let's see. Here we got the cabin altitude at minus 3000, minus 4500. Oh my god, minus 450 feet per minute. And the cabin altitude is currently descending. 3400 at the moment, 3350 at the moment, and yeah, still going down. Okay, now I would be happy if the airplane would slowly start to level off and get rid of the speed, so we don't get too fast below 10,000. That would be very nice. And the airplane is leveling off, that's nice. Alright guys, looks like we are doing some amazing cloud surfing here. With those amazing looking SFR clouds. Alright, Greenwich 1010. I always love flying over this city here, and I think it is it's Mulhouse. It's actually Mulhouse. Always looks very nice. Oh man. I didn't realize that. Oh man. I don't pay attention to it. That's all, guys. Hopefully we're not too fast for this turn. I don't think so, but Let's see, we're going to descend to 3000 now. Directly. And let's see what happens. Yeah, we are completely overshooting at this point. We're too fast, too high. Doesn't really make sense to try this now. Let's go on heading now and make a right 360. Descend to 4000, so simply climbing into 4000 now. Spoilers in again. Spoilers are in and armed. Let's do a right 360 and then the problem is basically solved. Not the nicest approach now, but yeah. It is what it is, guys. Something like that happens, sadly. Not the nicest approach now, but okay, that's a problem now. I can't see anything from the approach anymore. It's just gone out of nowhere. I mean, I can't... oh man. That's completely fucked up. Yeah, not the easiest plane to fly, you gotta say, man. I mean, I'm also a bit dumb in this situation here, but this plane is just, yeah. Out of nowhere, man. Out of nowhere, we have so many clouds. Okay, doesn't really matter, guys. We're going to make another 360. I mean, the funny thing was, we didn't really fly those points, but still they are not there anymore. It doesn't really make sense. Okay, now we're going to make the following. Heading to 332, that's the heading from runway 33. Now let's level off for a second to give ourselves a little bit more time at this point. And now let's go again to arrival, select the right approach, insert now, we are fine again. And we should have done it earlier. Doesn't really matter now, guys. Not dramatic. Okay, first one now.
$2,500. $2,500. $2,500.
Finally, guys. Alright, there we are, finally. Let's turn the autopilot off now. Is that coming from us? Crazy shit. We got some really really intense landing lights in this FlightFactor. I mean, in this case, if it came to the approach to this...
Approaching 1-5.
That's checked. If it comes to this completely chaotic approach, that was completely my fault, guys. Completely my fault. I just didn't pay attention. I mean, the airplane was telling me that we were so far away from the point because... yeah, I just didn't pay attention. That's it. But now we are on a really stable approach, so doesn't matter. Also interesting what the glide slope is telling me, so let's turn the flight director off now. Yes, that's okay. It's okay.
Glide slope.
No.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
That's bullshit.
Glide slope.
You're completely fine.
Retard 10, 5.
Guys, you can believe me if I tell you that I love the landing way plugin and that I absolutely love the touchdown sounds of this airplane. It sounds so nice. It sounds amazing. Yeah, overall, how this plane behaves on the ground, it's so nice. I just love it. Everything's going really slow and smooth. This airplane is not flying so dynamic, you know. It's not flying like any other plane that I've flown. The X-plane is flying so smooth. It's one of the smoothest planes I've ever flown. I mean, the ICG is definitely #1, but this one comes directly after the ICG. It's so smooth. I just love it. Okay. APU. Okay, flaps up. Also the spoilers. Also disarming the spoilers. Okay, guys, there we are at Basel Airport, guys. Hey, that was a really nice flight, but a really chaotic approach, and that never really happened to me in a long time like this. I mean, being honest with you, this never happened like, yes, long time ago. But today in this stream it did, and that's okay. No need to make more out of it than it already is. Alright. You bleed also. And that, oh my god, that's so nice, look. I love that so much. I really do. Okay guys, there we are. Good. So after chrono we have 141. 1 hour and 41 minutes. Okay, let's go. Ground power, jogs, passenger. Is there a way to open the door actually? Stairs now, please. Oh, stairs. Yeah, you know, what can I say? The stairs are just a bit buggy. There's a lot of missing. It's weird, you know. It's just weird. Not a big deal. It's just looking a bit different. If you don't keep a too close look to it, it looks kind of normal. But I gotta fix this somehow. Yeah, alright. Let's put the lights on here. In this case, ground power, MPU coming off, fuel pods coming off. It's just gonna be shut down this airplane somehow. Alright. Alright guys, in this case, I wish you a very nice evening, a very good night, and I will see you in the next one. I hope you liked this just a stream with this beautiful FlightFactor A320, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.